Cabal 2 is a free-to-play fantasy MMORPG that was released in the West in 2015. The game has a tab-targeting combat system, a choice of 6 classes, none of which are gender-locked, and a linear leveling experience. In this game, you take on the role of a mercenary and explore the world of Ektensia, where you can participate in dungeons, instances, and PvP battlefields. So let's jump in and see if this is a game worth checking out. So this is Cabal 2. I've never played the first game. This is the first Cabal game that I've ever played, so let's see if it's any good. There are 6 classes: the warrior, the wizard, the force blader, the force shielder, the force archer, lots of classes using the force, and the priest. Isn't she a lovely lady? I don't think any of these classes are gender locked by the looks of it, which is always a positive. I think I'm going to be a Force Blader. It could be quite an interesting class. So this is the character customization. We've got a few presets to choose from. Lots of different skin colours. You can be fucking green if you want to. Blue lives matter. What hairstyle would suit a blue woman? That is the question. A pink afro. I like the look of that. We can change her eye colour. Completely black and spooky if you want. Nice eye colours to choose from, I have to say. Different pupils and irises. Change the face. We've got a bunch of sliders here. Just crank everything up. Every single slider. We're filling out that face wonderfully. Quite good character customization so far. We're going to make her pretty big. Big is beautiful in some places. Bust size. Ooh, boob slider. Everyone likes a boob slider. We're going to crank that up. Change the waist. Change the hips. Thickness of waist. Thick as fuck. And we can also have some face tattoos. This one suits her quite well, I think. This has got to be one of the best characters I've ever made in an MMO. And now we can get a better look at her. Look at that. What a woman. Let's just call her Big Blue. That works well, I think. Nice. So this is the start of the game. Everything's loading in. Lots of ninjas are just attacking everyone. Not good. My character just doesn't look right in this cutscene. It's all serious. But don't worry. Big Blue's on the case. Right. Okay, so this is the start of the game. Awesome. So, oh my god. Hello? There we go. When I press my keybinds, it kind of roots me in place. It's weird. I press a hotkey and I automatically lock on and run to the nearest enemy. Oh, I see. It's got some kind of click to move thing on, which is horrendous. So, let's sort that out. Auto move to target. That can fuck off. Not good. My character's getting wrecked. There's a girl. She's upset, but there's no sound effects for her screams. She's gonna res me, she's a priest. Decent cutscenes to start the game, I have to say. These evil people have taken a little girl. I guess it's my job to go and get her back. I've decided to become a mercenary. So there's no voice acting, it's all text-based reading. Half rabbit, half kangaroo squirrel. Nice. So this is a tab targeting MMO by the looks of it. This could be one of those linear MMOs where you start at one side of the zone and just work your way forward. Not entirely open world and then go through a portal to the next zone. Kind of similar to Dragon's Prophet. That's what this map looks like to me at the moment. It looks a lot like Dragon's Prophet. What am I doing with my life? I should just quit this dead-end job. Well, feels bad for this guy. We're obviously going to have to kill these poor bastard crabs for no apparent reason. So when we do our attacks, we get these little combo things pop up in the top right. It's certainly not the best looking MMO I've ever played, but it's not the ugliest. I've played some really, really ugly MMOs though, so that's not really saying much, to be honest, is it? Oh no, we've got a cutscene. It was nighttime in the game, but now it's daytime in the cutscene. Okay, my immersion. She's just kind of standing there. Well, that was the most pointless cutscene I've ever seen. Just showed a bunch of camera angles and that was it. Is that going to give me a level? Yes, it is, and I can now distribute bonus points. So, like many MMOs, you're given this stats system in which you can personalise your character by putting stats into various different traits such as max HP, max MP, HP regen, MP regen. Oh, that's nice. So you can drag the bags around and they just kind of click into place, so they line up nicely. I like that. Okay, like you talk to these NPCs and there's just no sound when you talk to them. Not even a greetings or something like you'd get from talking to an NPC in most MMOs. Makes the game feel quite lifeless. Let's try talking to this one. Nope. Nothing from her. Doesn't really feel overly complete in that regard. Oh my god, this person's riding an ostrich. Oh, this person decided to be blue as well. I think my character's just found herself a man. Oh my god, it works. /dance2, that works. /dance1. Okay, so there's a /dance2. Where's my /dance1? Well, at least this game has in-game music. Let's talk to this bloke. Hello, friend. He's a happy one, isn't he? Now that is how I want to be greeted when I arrive at a shop. Actually, I'm going to buy something off of this guy just because he was so happy. I hate it when MMOs do this. It drops class-specific gear. Like, this can only be equipped by a warrior. This can only be equipped by a force archer. It just makes you drop half of the stuff you actually get. We need to talk to some bloke called Vad, who's got a very nice horse. Actually, that's not a horse. I think it's a yak. That's a horse. Oh my god, I think we've got ourselves an ostrich already. Yeah, because if you're traveling long distances on an ostrich like this, you're really going to sit on it like that, aren't you? Yeah, I'm sure that's comfortable long distance. Oh, I'm actually taking a lot of damage. I should probably not die. I've got a health potion here, don't worry. That heals 800. Oh, okay. This lightning ability is some kind of combo. Right, so if I keep spamming my C ability, I then go into some kind of lightning charged state, and I can use my lightning 1 ability. So it seems as though the combat system, despite being tab targeting in this game, has some form of combo system on top of it. Combat's decently impactful. It just feels a little bit static, that's all. But you can really feel the weight behind a lot of these attacks. And the animations are quite decent as well. There we go. It makes the screen shake and everything. There's a lot of visual feedback on that one. Right, we need to go back to our lad Vad. Vad the lad. I'm currently a level 3, so I'm a bit of a big deal. The design of the world is very simple. We've found another player. My character feels like an inferior woman compared to her. My character's really staring this woman down, isn't she? Nothing like a bit of roleplay. At least there's other players that play this game. I should probably stop in case she considers this sexual harassment. So, I've met 3 people so far. Me, this person, the guy at the town, and 3 of us have been blue. 1 of us have been normal looking. I don't think many people are taking this game too seriously. Pointless cutscene like the other one we had earlier. I think I need to go and kill this cheeky little bastard. He's just peacefully chilling in his village. I'm gonna ruin his day. Oh, fuck me, I'm actually almost dead. But no worries, I can heal. Wow, there's a lot of them. He summoned a ton of ads. This is a tough little boss. I think we've got him though. Hello? Some absolute potato has just invited me to a party and it's probably going to get me killed. That is not handy. Right, no worries, I've got the big heal. Doesn't help that the game freezes quite a lot in combat. It doesn't really feel like a very stable frame rate. It's dipping a lot, I can certainly feel that. It appears as though this game doesn't have AoE loot functionality, which is something I thought was standard in MMOs these days, but apparently not in this one. It's quite hard to get lost in... Okay, just keep freezing game. It's quite hard to get lost in this game because if you can't find out where you need to go on the map, just click here and it makes a big red X on the map. So navigation is quite easy. Okay, and now it's magically daytime. Right? I do think the game looks slightly better in the daytime. It's very, very ugly at nighttime. Connection to the server has ended. Reconnect. Hello? Hello? Judging by the chat though, there's clearly people that still play this game. Lots of people asking for DPS and for groups and stuff. So, the game's not completely dead. The chat's actually quite active. There is only 1 server on this game though, so everyone's piled onto the same server. Now we've got a change of scenery by the looks of it. Nice. I'm floating and I can't jump up the mountain. Okay. Are these leaves hollow? Jump it! No, they're not actually hollow. I was expecting to just fall through these leaves for some reason. I guess that says a lot about my expectations for this game. We're blazing through the levels now. Level 7. Jumpy! You don't take falling damage, it seems. I need to collect blue tentacles. Lovely. From this wonderful floating seahorse. There we go. A little bit of first-person action here. We've got to collect those blue tentacles. Edge of your seat gameplay, I have to say. Oh, no, I need tentacles from the jellyfish, apparently. There's floating jellyfish as well. Something I often do when I'm losing the will to live with MMOs is just turn the UI off and play it like this, because it's a little bit more fun, usually. I'm a fucking retard. I've been leveling up so fast that I've been forgetting to put my new abilities on the hotbar. What does my 8 ability do? Nice! It jumps on things. There we go, so now we're getting more abilities. The combat is less soul destroying, so you can't attack whilst jumping in this game, which is odd. Right, so now it appears as though we're going to the last location of this zone, and my guess is after that I'm going to be teleported to another zone, and then I'm going to work my way from one side to the other, just like this one. Well, it's not the worst tab targeting MMO I've ever played. At least the global cooldown isn't as long as Final Fantasy XIV's. So that's something. I wonder if I can take on this guy, Canis. He's got 2,000 health. I have a feeling this might be a group mob to kill. Oh, no, yeah, it is. Running! Dash! Do not want to die. I'm a bit over an hour into playing this game, and I'm already at the point where I believe throwing myself off a cliff would be more fun than playing this. Ah, this is what I need to do. I need to use bananas and then summon them. I really need to learn how to read quest text. Oh, they're all attacking me at once. This is a bad day for me. I'm certainly getting my ass kicked though. Running and hopefully healing soon. And now we can finish it off. Here's a situation where they couldn't be bothered to design a mob, so they thought, let's just use a tree and say that it's a disguised person. How can the tree communicate with me? I don't understand. So apparently this dungeon needs 3 players. I don't know if it's gonna do an auto group finder thing. It appears as though there's a Yeti monster. I'm not too sure what luck I'm gonna have when it comes to soloing this. So far so good though, we're just carving these guys up. The screen starts to flash red when you're only just below half health. It's a little bit premature in flashing red, isn't it? We're fighting a fucking Ching Ching, apparently. Well, fucking rest in peace, monkey! This would appear to be boss number 2, Mr. fucking Cuckoo. Here's the last boss, Gorg, level 9, and he's got a little bit of red in his portrait, which I think suggests he's an elite, so this last monster's probably going to be the only challenge in the dungeon, I'd imagine. Right, let's pull this guy. He can't be that tough. We've got some stuff we can move out of on the floor, some telegraphs. Not hard to avoid, very clearly telegraphed. Well, that was easy. Not too sure why it said recommended players 3, to be honest. Oh, there's actual voice acting here.
My daughter, Eos, is missing.
Not enough emotion for me. Gandalf's here. He's fucking staring me down, isn't he? Oh, you can have slut mugs in this game. Why did it feel the need to show that lady? Was he just staring at her tits or something? So this game seems to have some form of RNG gem upgrade system, from what I can tell. Doesn't seem to be overly interesting though. Now we're at another city. Oh, this place looks quite interesting. Oh, there's a lot more players around now. Let's have a look at some other players. This guy's got a little dragon pet. The performance of the game's getting a lot worse since moving into this city, I have to say. The server doesn't deal too well with other players. She looks elegant, doesn't she? This one looks good. Lots of cool looking players. Oh my god, look at this guy. I always really enjoy looking at high level players in different MMOs, having a look at what armor and stuff they're wearing. Look at this person's mount. That's fucking cool, and his armor suits the mount. Surprisingly, there's actually a decent amount of players running around. Nice, she's got some kind of frost tiger. There's all of these really cool looking players running around, and here's my character. She's a fucking joke, isn't she? Buy a skill book and learn skill. So you can buy skills with coins. Something I do like about this game is, despite being a free-to-play game, it doesn't ram the cash shop down your throat too much like many other MMOs. Let's see what this ability does. Damn, that one's cool. Some of the abilities in this game are really nice. Very nice animation on a lot of them. Think I'm done with all the quests here, I'm not too sure. There's a small ink bottle that's appearing on my map as an objective. Can't do anything with it. So right now we're just diving quite deep into some nice kill and collect quests. Another zone to work our way through. Not having a whole lot of fun, gonna be honest. A tree, elephant, rhino, tortoise. Right, this is the Iron Beast. This thing has over 3,000 health. I've upgraded my character quite a bit. So hopefully I've got what it takes. I'm dealing a nice amount of damage on it. Get those combos together. Nice! Eccentric Caveman. It seems like Eccentric Caveman is best friends with this guy. They seem like a fitting pair. Very big damage. Smash this monster. All the combos. I think I'll do this quest and then I'm gonna go downstairs, splash my face with some water to wake me the fuck up after playing this game, and then call it a day. Lots of skills to level up and lots of skills to learn. Hotbars fill up very nicely. It's quite well paced in how you get your abilities. It doesn't stay boring in terms of the amount of abilities you have for too long, which I do appreciate. Seems like there's a war between the brown sloths and the striped ones. Fucking race war. That's not what we want. I think I'm going to wrap this video up with the pros and cons now, because if I continue playing this game, I'm going to end up with terminal boredom, and I really don't want that. So just to summarise this video, we're now going to talk about the pros and the cons of Cabal 2 from what I've experienced of it so far. Starting with the pros. The game is free to play, it has impactful combat and nice animations on abilities, there's no gender-locked classes, the game doesn't ram the cash shop down your throat too much, it has quite a minimal and easy to navigate user interface, and it also has decent character creation, lots of sliders and options to make something look either just like you or an absolute monstrosity. So now let's talk about the cons. The game runs like absolute shit, bad frame rate and freezing, the world is about as interesting as a wet carrot, you start at one end then quest your way to the other end like in similar MMOs, boring as fuck. The combat, despite having the combo system, is still quite boring and doesn't feel very smooth or polished. In many places it seems like sound is missing, either NPC voices, actual sound effects, and even sometimes in-game music. For the first few hours at least, it just feels like a very bland, generic and uninteresting game that doesn't seem to offer anything different to what we've seen for years. First impressions are everything when it comes to getting people invested into an MMO, and unfortunately Cabal 2 really lacks in this regard. Overall, not a game I'd consider playing again myself, and not a game that I'd recommend to my viewers. But that's it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you're a fan of MMOs or RPGs, then do consider subscribing to my channel, as that's what I mostly focus on covering. Additionally, I also stream on Twitch TV a lot, so feel free to follow me there too. To never miss a video, you might also want to consider clicking on the bell next to the subscribe button to receive notifications of new videos, as YouTube's been randomly unsubscribing people from channels recently. But thanks for watching, you take it easy, and I'll see you again really soon. We're starting to get to the point where I'd rather sink my teeth into a slab of concrete than continue to play this game. The developers of this game have clearly gone for a really realistic feel when it comes to the combat, but it ends up just making the game not very fun just because of how clunky it is.